Hello everybody, welcome back to Great Bear Productions for yet another ranking video. Yes, I know there are a lot of these. I'm just going to a lot of parks lately. This time we have King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia. I just want to put out the disclaimer now that before we get into the ranking, I have not gone on Flight of Fear or Grizzly as they are closed on my first visit. But I will be going back there this season, so hopefully I'll be riding them soon. But yeah, before we get into the ranking, if you're new here and you like what I post, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helped me out a lot on my journey to 500 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate it. So if that subscribe button is red, click it now to make it great, and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And if you're already subscribed, go check out my Patreon. You can become a member today, and you'll get exclusive benefits like early access to videos just like this one. But guys, with that out of the way, let's get right into this video. At number 10, we have Woodstock Express. This was actually the first roller coaster I rode when I came to King's Dominion a couple years ago. And I mean, I don't have much memory of it, but I do remember on the drop I was actually scared. Yeah, I know, 30-foot drop I was scared. Yeah, you can stop. Yeah, stop making fun of me, okay? I was scared. I was little, okay? My gosh, guys. But yeah, this ride's actually fun for the kids. It actually, well, from what I do remember, I know I really had a good time on it, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about Woodstock Express. So, on to number 9. At number 9, we have Apple's Apple, the wild mouse of King's Dominion. I mean, it is a wild, why did I say of King? It literally is a wild mouse. Anyways, it's a wild mouse, and it's actually the bigger version of the wild mouse. And out of the 3 I've been on, which is Dark Knight, Apple's Apple, and Wild Mouse, I'd say this one's like in the middle because it's better than the one at Hershey because like, you know, it's the bigger version, but it's not as good as Dark Knight Coaster because it's not as smooth and it doesn't have any theming. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'll have to say about Apple's Apple, except, you know, it hurts. It is so bad, guys. Like, if you watch my vlog, you would know it hurts a lot. So yeah, on to number 8. At number 8, we have Anaconda, the Aero Custom Looper that is also really bad. This is a really bad ride, guys, and I can't really explain. Well, I can't explain how bad it is. You know, the head banging. Now, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still bad. Okay, that was not a good description. Oh my gosh. I mean, besides the pacing, because the pacing's really bad, that's really all I have to say about Anaconda. At number 7, we have Reptilian, or when I rode it, it was Avalanche. Now, yes, when I did come here to King's Dominion for the first time, Volcano was here. I just never rode it because I was afraid to ride it, and of course, it's one of my biggest regrets ever, but we don't talk about that. What we do talk about, though, is how awesome this ride is. This is actually a pretty fun ride that I enjoy. And of course, I didn't ride it with the updated theming. I actually do like how it looks better now with the copper and the copper track and the cool. I forgot what the trains look like. I think they're snakes. So yeah, the cool theming. Yeah, I like the theming. Good job, Cedar Fair. You did a good job. And from what I remember, of course, when I was little, I rode this. It was actually pretty forceful. Like I think it was one of the last helixes. It was pretty forceful for me. Now, of course, now it'd probably be nothing. But this is a really good family ride, and King's Dominion should definitely keep this one for many years to come. At number 6, we have Backlot Stunt Coaster. This is another awesome family ride. Tremendously awesome theming. Now, what I would like to see is the effects actually working. Because when I rode the ride, they weren't working. Like, I didn't hear any sound effects on you know how you stop in the middle of the ride? Like, I didn't hear the helicopter. I didn't hear the helicopter going. I didn't, see the fire or anything. We just stopped there for, 5 seconds and launched again. Like, what was that, you know? Like, I would love to see the effects working. And the lights were on in the tunnel. I don't know if that's normal, but if it's not, then I guess turn that off, because I guess that added experience of, being underground or whatever. But yeah, Backlot Stunt Coaster is a really fun ride, and I especially love, diving under the queue and everything. It's so much fun. At number 5, we have Racer 75, or Rebel Yell, as I like to call it, because I don't like the name Racer 75. Fun fact, these used to be called Rebel Yell. I'm not going to get into that, because I don't know if you guys are sensitive about that kind of stuff, but basically, they got rid of it for reasons. That's all I'll say. But Racer 75 is a really fun wooden roller coaster. Fun for the entire family that everyone will enjoy, except for my dad. And this was actually better than Comet. It was a faster paced ride. It has a lot of airtime, and it was pretty fun. Now, there are some roughs. There's some parts that were really rough, but other parts were just smooth. Like, there was this one part that was retracked, glass smooth. It's just, if you're gonna retrack a ride, retrack the entire ride, because then it just makes the rest of the ride look like a dumpster. So overall, Racer 75 is an awesome roller coaster that everyone should get out to try, because it was the first roller coaster that opened up at King's Dominion. At number 4, we have Tumbili, the new for 2022 roller coaster, the SNS 40 Free Spin. Now, I've only ever ridden one other 40 Free Spin, which is Joker at Six Flags Great Adventure. Actually, like 4 days before I went to King's Dominion, which is funny enough. So Tumbili is actually one of the smaller ones, and I actually liked this one better, mostly because of the theming, the fact that it's shorter, and I spun a heck ton of a lot more. I guess it's the side I was sitting on or something, or maybe it just is the smaller one spin a lot more. This one was fun. It was so awesome. So yeah, if you're not afraid to like go upside down or anything, definitely try this one, because the theming, I mean, again, for Cedar Fair theming, it's really, really good. So I would recommend this one, especially for people who love free spins like me. Definitely try this one, especially if it's one of the newer ones. I'd like it, so do it, or something, I don't know. At number 3, we have Dominator, the world's longest B&M floorless roller coaster. This one, I kind of have mixed feelings on. Well, actually, no, I don't. It's a good ride, don't get me wrong, but, like, it has a strong rattle in the back, and I only rode it in the back. So, like, I mean, you can see where I'm going with this. It can be a good ride, or it can be a bad ride, really. So it just depends on where you sit. So the next time I go to King's Dominion, I'll definitely sit in the front row and try that out and see how that is. But as far as I know, it's still at number 3. Well, it's really going to stay at number 3 because, you already have the next 2 roller coasters coming up. But again, Dominator is such a good ride. I love the inversions. The whip in the back row on that first drop is insane. Like, you're like, okay, I already go up all right, we're already starting the ride. All right, cool, woo! And then you go into that vertical loop, which I'm pretty sure is one of the largest vertical loops in the world, which is actually kind of really cool. Because I almost felt like I was going to roll back. Fun fact, because that's how big this thing is. So, I like the setting is. The setting's actually kind of cool. It's in the front. It's like the front gate coaster. It's Candemonium for King's Dominion. So it looks stunning. The color scheme's cool. And I know how, like, the rails aren't painted, but it actually fits. And I don't know why, but I just like it. So yeah, Dominator is not a bad ride. It's an okay ride. Coming in at number 2, we have Twisted Timbers, the RMC hybrid of what used to be Hurler. This ride is phenomenal. This was my number 1 roller coaster for like an hour and a half. And you probably know what my number 1 roller coaster is now. But anyways, Twisted Timbers, amazing airtime. I feel like the more you go through the layout or the ride, the stronger the airtime gets, and I have no idea why. The Trick Track Double Up, in my opinion, it was like the best like airtime part there. After like the 3 ejector hills in the beginning of the ride, that was like the most powerful moments of ejector I've ever felt my entire life on a roller coaster. This ride is awesome. I've sat in the front row, back row, middle row, pretty much all the rows you can think of I've sat in, and it is amazing. The whip you get in this ride on the drop, the overbank turns, the cutbacks, the airtime hills, the outer bank, the 0G roll. It is amazing and astounding of what RMC has done to an old wooden roller coaster and transformed it into this awesome machine. But as you guys may know, that does not compare to my number 1 spot and my number 1 roller coaster overall currently as I'm recording this video, Intimidator 305. Oh my gosh, this thing, I can't explain it in words. And as I hinted earlier, this is now my new number 1 roller coaster, and it took over Twisted Timbers. Like, this thing is good. Positive G-forces are outstanding. Now, I will say that first turn was definitely overhyped for me, but it didn't disappoint, if that makes sense. My expectations were still met, but they weren't exceeded like I thought they'd be. But this ride is outstanding. The laterals, the intensity, the whip, the pacing is phenomenal. Like, okay, that last trim, I don't even care it's there. Like, sure, it slows the ride down a lot, but I don't care because this ride's phenomenal. So yeah, this definitely gets a 10 out of 5 stars for me because this ride is amazing. And that's really all I have to say about that. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, if you're new and you like what I post, consider subscribing to the channel. I post a lot of roller coaster reviews and rankings just like this one. And I am going to more parks soon, so that's definitely something you're going to want to see. I also have an Instagram, so if you want to go follow me, the links will be down in the description below. I also have a Discord server, so also go check me out there. But that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you all later. Bye!